One of these fidget toys is fake and the other one is real. The question is this one real? Or is this one? I mean, they both act the same, right? But one of them was around $18 and the other one was $3. And so this is what we're going to find out in today's video. We're going to be testing fake versus real fidget toys among some new ones that we haven't tried yet. And we have about 15 different unique and weird fidget toys, including the absolutely viral Morph fidget toy that many of you have been tagging me for the last few months. I was finally able to get my hands on it, and I know it's been crazy and going everywhere, but I was also able to get a fake version. So we're going to be testing those out together. And let me know in the comment section below, have you bought a real fidget toy or a fake one and you couldn't tell the difference? Because the price tag really makes a huge difference. And as someone with ADHD, I feel like I have the authority to tell you. As you can see on my desk, we have everything from a projectile unicorn, a new kind of fidget cube. We even have butterfly type fidget toys, all the way to bubble wrap type poppets. And while you're in the comment section below letting me know if you have fake or real fidget toys, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and click on all notifications while you're there, which will turn you into a grain of salt in the Salt Shaker family. Welcome home. By the way, did you grains know I have my very own craft kit? And this kit is a bear pour acrylic paint kit. As you can see, you get tiny bears that you can turn either into keychains or put them on your bags or backpack, while totally customizing them to your preferences. As you can see, Mariah Elizabeth and Hope Scope both had fun with these kits. I will link their videos down below so you can take a full watch. And you can either customize these bears with air dry clay or go straight into the acrylic pour part, which is obviously the fun part. And you can make so many different color combinations and even customize them with detail brushes that also come in the kit. This one really does have everything you need, including 6 mini bears, 8 ready to pour vibrant color paints, silicone trays, spatulas, mixing cups, gloves, stirring sticks, and even a divider cup where you can put up to 5 different colors so they don't mix and match together. And a custom foldable metal rack that we made specifically for this kit so the bears can hang dry. And even a mat for your desk. A full list of everything inside will be on the website, but you can really customize these bears to however way you like, and it is so fun and it's really hard to stop. And especially now that we have a promotion for you for 15% off until March 15 with using the code BEARBEAR15. Did I mention you also get a sticker pack in there with 9 to collect, plus 1 holographic? And if you get the golden card, that is the golden ticket, and I will list the prizes that you can get with the golden ticket, including choosing my next vlog. Thank you again eternally for all the support you guys have been giving me, and I'm just excited to share this project with you. And we're gonna continue with the one from the beginning of this video. Now, for the purposes that I don't get mixed up, the smaller one is the quote-unquote fake one, and the bigger one is the more expensive. And not because of size, this was way cheaper, and this was regular price. And you can find the cheaper versions on many of the knockoff stores that you can find online. But let's try the little pop again. Looks good. Even sounds good. And the fake one also looks good. Sounds good. And let's see how they roll on the arm. Oh, that feels good. That feels good. And in case you're wondering, this one is the real one. And this one is the oh my gosh, is the fake one. So it rolls equally well. Look at that. Yeah, it rolls equally well. So I have to say, for the ring flow, the cheaper one is the same as the expensive one. So don't waste your money. Next, bubble wrap simulators. We all know the feeling of pressing onto bubble wrap and that satisfying poppy sound. But rarely has any fake product made it feel like we're actually pressing in bubble wrap and getting that satisfying feeling. Most of them end up just being clicks. But over here, I actually have 2 new products that I haven't tried yet in terms of the fidget toys. Over here, we have an authentic Japanese version, and this one cost me about 1,700 yen, which will put the price here in US and Canadian. So more or less $15. And then this one, also from a fake website, was approximately $5.99. And so let's pull the fake one out and see what it looks like. Okay, it comes with a strap. That is actually pretty cool. Nothing else. I just love the box. It says, Bubble Pinch Happy. Wow. I'm not sure we're supposed to pinch. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to push, but whatever. To each their own. Maybe you like pinch, maybe you like pushing. It's your thing. Not here to judge you. And the back of the box really doesn't have anything else for us to basically judge it. But I have to say, I really like the fact that it comes with a strap, because this means you can put it on your bag, your backpack, anywhere, even on your pants belt thing. You know, that ridge that's on where you put your belt through. So it means you can take your fidgeting to go. As someone who likes to fidget, I usually keep at least one fidget toy somewhere on me, whether it's in my bag or my hoodie pocket. And it does look like bubble wrap. It's taking everything in me not to push the buttons yet, but it looks like we also get extra fidget items on the side. Whereas this one is the Japanese version and seems to be made by Bandai, which is the same company that brings us Dragon Ball and One Piece. Brought to you by Dragon Ball, a Fidget fidget toy. And here we can see that you can definitely push the buttons. It does say air, and then people just fidgeting while doing everyday office type work. So whether you're on a call or typing on your computer or whatever that person's doing. Otherwise, we don't have anything else. We do have a bunch of QR codes. What I learned from my recent trip to Japan is Japan loves QR codes. It's everywhere. So there's like 3 different QR codes. One here, here, and here. Feel free to pause if you want to ever scan them. And one of the other interesting things about this is it looks like it has a Japan Toy Award, which means this may be the bubble wrap imitation that we've all been looking for. So let's go ahead and open it. But the question is, how do we open it? Ah. Oh, excuse me? What? Hang on. All right, since this is a white fidget toy, we're gonna bring on my trusty felt. Now, what caught me off guard, because my Japanese is extremely terrible, is there's a battery, which means this fidget toy makes sound. Okay, let's remove the battery. Okay, and again, upon first inspection, these do look like tiny bubble wraps. And the fake one looks like tiny bubble wraps, except it's blue. So we're gonna start with the fake one and get a feel for it. Oh? Yeah, they're tiny clicks, but the silicone on this, or silicone, has a nice bounce to it. If you put your hand behind it, it makes less of a click. If you remove your hand from behind, it makes a bigger click. This is actually pretty satisfying. Feels really good. You get that bounce back. This is really nice. I really like this. Oh my goodness. Compared to so many of the other fake ones that I tried, I'm going to have to say this one is like a solid 8 on 10. All right, let's try these buttons. What does that do? I guess these are just clickers, and this is really hard to use. Oh, I don't like these. I don't like these at all. What's this? This is supposed to be a ball that just moves around. This is not comfortable at all. This is fantastic though. Everything down here is an absolute nightmare to use, but the bubble is phenomenal. Now, for the Japanese one, what? There's an extra click here. I have to say, it feels really similar to this one. Like really ridiculously similar. Except there's an extra sound, an extra click sound. And I guess if you don't want the extra sound, we could remove the battery. So let's see what happens when we remove the battery. Why do I have a tiny screwdriver? Because I'm constantly fidgeting with fidget toys. Okay, let's pull this out and let's see what happens now. Nothing different really. Just less of the other click. Which sound do you prefer? They both feel absolutely phenomenal. And this is where my verdict's coming in. The cheap one is better just because we're paying a lot less for it. So again, don't waste your money on the more expensive fidget toy. This one's great. And it comes with a strap. Next, a multifaceted fidget cube. Now I don't have anything to directly compare this one to. I just found that it was pretty new and pretty neat to look at. And the best way that I can compare it to is the Fidget Effects mystery bags that we get, because they have all these different kinds of activities and we've done so many reviews of those mystery boxes. Everything from spinnies to pushing buttons to gears, a little bit of everything. However, everything comes in this fidget cube and it cost me $5.33. So technically it's way cheaper than getting a mystery box from Fidget Effects. So now the question is it any good? Let's check out the spinning. Oh. Oh. If you're new here, I love clicky things. So this is a phenomenal clicking activity. Let's see the gears here. The gears here are a little harder to push around. And I have to say the material itself does feel like a really cheap plastic. So keep that in mind. Yeah, the gears, not so great, kind of annoying. Here we have a fidget spinner. Terrible. Terrible. Yeah, it definitely doesn't have any kind of bearings in there. Next, what are you? Oh, okay, this is an activity where you can push it from one hole to the other, like so. Not easy, and especially a little bit more difficult to get it across. It feels like the distance between each one is actually pretty hard to move around, so you can't do it mindlessly. Next, we have a little car and a maze. This is okay, but I don't see myself picking up the entire cube for this, and sometimes it gets stuck on the rails, so it gets a little snagged. Not the greatest. And then we have a pushy button. What does this do? No, this is definitely not it. I'm going to give this fidget cube probably maybe a 3 on 10. It's just not doing it. Other than this, everything else is just subpar. So yeah, still not worth the inexpensive price tag. Now we're gonna move away from comparisons for just a little bit and check out fidget butterflies. And these cute ones basically have butterflies. Oh, this one looks like the wing went wonky, very wonky. We have different colors. Here we have blue, here we have purple and yellow, we have a monarch, and then we have a fake one. Who's it fooling? And the idea is that you can twist one of the bottom parts and just let it fly. Now, technically, this is not the ideal kind of fidget toy if you're going to be using it in the office or wherever you want to use it, or even a bus while waiting for your button. No, because it's gonna fly somewhere and gonna be dangerous. So it's one of those fidgets that you can probably learn to manipulate it in a way so it can fly maybe upwards or not too far, but let's try it out. And I'm feeling the monarch butterfly. And I've seen people put these in envelopes when they're giving birthday cards or whatnots, and then people just get really scared because now they're just flying all over the place. And even in the instructions, they say if you want, you can wind it up, put it inside a book or an object, and release it. So we're gonna try that as well. But first, we hold one spot and we twist the other one. They said 25 times. Now, this is 17-ish times, and I'm already feeling pretty nervous. So I'm gonna let it go, and we'll see what it does. I need to cover my face. Oh, that didn't do anything. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, let's try another butterfly. Before I get yelled at, I took the monarch again and I did 25 wraps in case you're gonna tell me that maybe it's the pressure of 25 of them that's going to make it turn. So let's go ahead and see. Oh, that was not exciting at all. Let me show you that on the desk. All right, so we're doing it again. I'm gonna put it over here. And that's it. That was the extent of it. And keep in mind that this is made out of paper. So at some point it's just going to get bendy and it's just not going to work, but here we go again. Why do you go in the opposite direction? And by the way, for those of you asking, 25 is not enough. I've been rolling it around 30 times just to try and get it to work properly. So I'm just here turning this butterfly and I'm gonna put it over here. Ready? Go. That's it. You're winding it for more than the actual fidget itself. I'm going to give this a solid 1 on 10. They're pretty. Maybe they'll work in a book like once and then that's it. So I'm gonna put a bunch in a book and we'll see what that looks like when we open it. All right, so here we do have it in my book and we'll see if it actually does the thing. Don't hit me in the face. That was it. Not very satisfying. Yeah, not worth the $3 either. And the next item is this viral squishy spitty egg thing. And in this video, you can see that it's basically just making this egg character known as Gutetama suck up and spit out slime. It's an entertaining thought, definitely a great fidget. Oh, they are exchanging. They are exchanging. That's nasty. Okay, that's what we're doing. We technically can't do the exchanging of the slime because I only got one of them. And this fidget toy, even on Amazon, is pretty cheap because you can get a 5-pack for around $10. And this fake one did cost me about $2 each. I only got one. So let's see what it actually looks like. So, oh, we actually get the slime and the egg character. Wow, that smells like markers. I don't dislike the smell of markers, but it smells really strong of permanent marker. That is one strong scent. So here is our silicone ball. Okay, it does do some good suction. Hear this? And then we have our gooey slime over here. I really hope this is not going to be sticky. Okay, let's bring it down. Okay, that actually worked. Tear it up and let's feel you. Okay, it's not too bad. Let's get it out. Come on, you're okay. You could do it. This is definitely wet slime, but it's not sticky per se. It feels like water slime. All right, let's see our little egg character. Are you gonna suck it up? Oh, there you go. All right, spit it back out. It's like when you find something that your dog has in their mouth and you're like, spit it out. And they're like, no. All right, let's try this again. And back out. Oh goodness. I think, oh gosh, and it's still kind of hanging out there. This is probably one of my new favorites. Yeah. My only thing, gosh, that I'm complaining about is how strong that smell is. There you go. And my guess is you're going to actually have to store your slime and it doesn't come in a resealable bag. So make sure that you don't forget it on the inside. Otherwise it will for sure harden. My goodness. Why is this so fun? Oh, this is, oh good, finish this. Eat it! Eat it! Eat this. Okay, I'm in love with this. It's cheap everywhere. And even the sound, listen, is nice and ASMR-y. But yeah, this is probably one of my favorites now. Yeah, I like this too much. I'm gonna give it a solid 9 on 10 because it's kind of quiet. It's not that portable, but it is a pretty cool activity in order to keep your hands busy. So whether you're watching a movie or reading something online, you definitely can keep your hands busy. I like this. Okay, next. This next one also doesn't have an expensive version. If you're paying anything more than about $3.50 each, then it's definitely something a little scammy. Because on the fake websites, I found it for about $3.50, and on Amazon, 2 of them for about $7.
But Jackie, what is this?
Ah, I am glad you asked. Allegedly, I've never tried this, but this is a Mandala flower fidget toy. So it's supposed to be an infinite loop kind of fidget where you can move different, oh my goodness. You can move different pieces to do different things and then you can extend it, my goodness, to have different activities and just keep looping. Look at that. It keeps on going in whatever direction you want it to go. This is actually really good. I don't know why. Right now I have goosebumps. So essentially this is kind of reminding me of an infinity cube, the one that kind of looks like this. But instead you're working with flower type petals that you can move up and down and turn it back into a ring, turn it back into a flower, pull it around. This is really fun because it's really seamless. This is so quiet too. I'm going to, oh my gosh, am I doing this? Am I doing this? I'm giving this a solid 10 on 10 because in addition to moving in so many different directions, you do have tiny beads that you can play around with and you can basically move them around for a different kind of fidgeting effect. My goodness, I love this. For $3, I'm in love. Forget it. This is getting a 10 on 10. I did not know this was happening today. I have a favorite. And now for one of the most anticipated tests, the fake versus the real Morph fidget toy. Now, first things first, here is how it's supposed to behave. This is the original Morph toy by Humango Toys, I guess. They do follow me on TikTok. Thanks for following me. This is bought by my own money. Nobody sent me anything, so all my reviews are my own. All my reviews and opinions are always my own. That's why companies don't always like to send me stuff because they're afraid of honest reviews. I'm not saying that they're afraid of honest reviews, I'm just saying this is my opinions. And for a fidget toy, the Morphs are actually not that cheap. The small one coming in at $21 and the large one coming in at $28, plus shipping of course. And when I saw the fake ones, the price tag was significantly cheaper. The small one coming in at around $10.30 and the large one coming in at $10.80. Really a 50-cent difference for the sizes. So they're anywhere between half the price to a third of the price. That's a big deal. From what it looks like to me is that it behaves almost like slime to a certain extent, but not quite. So I think the best thing to do is going to be testing the real one first to see if they are actually good or what the benchmark is. So at first glance, we can see that the fake one has way fewer little diamond shapes than this one. You know what? Let's take them both out together. We're not going to use them. I don't want to use you. I just want to put you on the desk right here. Oh, that one extended. We're going to take you out. Oh gosh. Okay, they're both extending. Okay, I'm just going to push you. Oh, okay. I don't even know. Okay, so we're just going to bring you here. Oh, okay. So at first glance, you can see, can we see? Not anymore. All right, the difference is going to be really hard to tell from now on. The one on the right is the real one. The one on the left is the fake one. And you can see that the real one is thicker, fake one is thinner, but they look to be made of the exact same thing. If we look at the little diamond shapes, again, compressed, they look about the same thing. So let's go ahead and try the real one. Oh, okay. So it kind of just, oh wow, that just moves on its own. I'm barely doing anything. It's kind of like a wiggly slime, almost like a little worm thing. Does it move in the other direction? And the answer is no. It purely moves, oh goodness, this way, like a spear. That's it. And it's very seamless. I thought it would move in different directions, like that way as well. But no, it's purely this way. It's quiet. It's actually nice. Pretty cute, pretty bouncy. I like this. Probably need a smaller version. They definitely need a smaller version because it looks like you can just manipulate it like this. Look at that. It really takes zero effort. That's nice. Now for the fake one, the stretch on it is very minimal. It's also very seamless, but it doesn't extend as much. It's way too compressed, if that's the word I can use. And it's a little bit more scratchy. Whereas the materials here, you can tell are better quality. This one is a little bit more scratchy, but is the difference worth that much in price? Oh goodness. You can see the difference in the length. I have to say, the original feels way better, lighter, nicer material, and just a little bit more flowy. It almost feels like it's water in your hands, but it's not. Although the fake one is really close, like really close in terms of what it's trying to do. I like this. It's just, it doesn't do much more than this. I mean, I feel like the mandala flower is way cheaper and you get more for your fidgety hands than this. And here's the sound, by the way. So it's not quiet. It does make noise. Whereas the mandala flower, that's the sound. It's quiet. It's really quiet. So yeah, this is still top. But let's check out the large size. Maybe the large sizes will have something else to offer. So let's try the fake one first. Oh. Okay. You know what? The large one feels more like the small. Feels pretty good. It's very loud. You hear that click? But you can see it over here. The material again looks pretty good. It's a little bit on the scratchy side. And it feels like, again, slime or water without it being. It's just the fluid motion of it, which is very nice. But again, very clicky. And let's try the actual brand. Come out. Huge. And my goodness. Yeah, the material on this is way better. Look at that. You can see the bounce. See that bounce? That's the bounce that's making it feel a lot more fluid when it falls in and out of your hand. It's a little bit of that bounce. Look at that. It's definitely fun. It feels like you're stretching slime without having to worry that it is slime. Whereas this one has the same feeling, except every edge of it is pretty scratchy. It is a little bouncy, but it doesn't feel as nice. So this is one of the rare times where I'm going to say you don't have to get the bigger one to feel that it's nice, but the brand name in this case does feel better than the scratchy fake version. Although the fake one's not the worst. So if I were to give this a 7.8 on 10, I would give this a close 6.5. I know it's a big difference, but it's getting there. By the way, Pat came in here as I'm recording and he took away the small one. He really likes it, so. And he took the original. By the way, you can do this, I guess if you wanted to fidget this way. It's got a nice bounce to it. But yeah, he said he preferred the smaller one because it just fit better and it flowed better, whereas the bigger one was not the greatest. So if you do want to save money, go for the original, but the small one. Next, I'm comparing two fakes against each other. Here we have clicker fidget toys that are rock, paper, scissors. These bigger ones are about 50 cents each, and these smaller ones are about 70 cents each. It's about a 20-cent difference, but which one's better? Let's pull this out. Here they are. And we'll take one out. And here it is. So for those of you who don't know rock, paper, scissors, it's basically a game where you get to do different hand motions against somebody and you get to win against them or lose against them depending on the game, well, the hand that you do. So for example, rock beats scissor, but scissor wins against paper, but paper wins against rock. I hope that makes sense. And the idea is that you can, instead of doing it with your hand, you can do it with this fidget toy. So we press the button. Oh, that's a nice spin. When you let go, it selects one. What is that? Invincible! What the shrimp? Okay, hang on. Hang on, I did not read the instructions. There is symbol for scissor, paper, invincible, and rock. That's hilarious. I have to say this added feature is pretty good. So if we go again, oh, stop. So we have scissor versus invincible. So here we won again. Paper versus rock. Scissor versus invincible, invincible versus paper. This is fun because it actually keeps rolling until you let go. So as a fidget toy in itself, I can see myself fidget with this, although it is not quiet. You hear that? This is cute. You know what? I really like these and I feel like I'm probably gonna give them to my siblings. And this one, apparently I've been living under a rock because this one also has the symbol for invincible. Let's see how that spins. Oh. Oh, this can land in the middle. Interesting. So we got paper, invincible, 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 scissors. This one seems to land on invincible quite a bit. We have not seen, there you go, there's rock. And you can spin it. Oh, my goodness. There you go, invincible and rock, paper and rock. So honestly, they both feel about the same. So if you're going to go for any of the fake ones, both of these I could recommend. Just depends on how small you want your charm to be on your bag. They're both not the quietest, but they do come with charms. This one looks more like a Tamagotchi. This one just looks like a cute little character from Mario. The little star characters, what are they called? We'll put them on the screen. But yeah, I like them both. They're obnoxious. Don't take them outside for too long, but they're fun. I'm gonna give them a solid 7.5. Next is this ball unicorn spitter. Now this is a fake version of one that we tried previously on this channel, which is the cat version. But this one here cost me $8.99. So it's technically odd that there would be a fake version of something that is not too far off in price, similar price, more or less. But in the same way that the slime can suck in and suck out the slime, which is kind of entertaining, this is rainbow balls that can be spat out through this unicorn that reminds me of the characters in Mario 2. You know, the bosses that spit out the eggs. It's kind of the same idea in my head. So let's check you out. Oh, these are really light. Here we have some really foamy type balls. Again, really cute rainbow colors. And we have our unicorn, who is a very soft vinyl. So let's wedge this in your mouth and shoot. Oh, wow. Okay, that actually does an amazing job. Let me push that again. Okay. And again. Oh, that is brutal. That is cruel. That is traveling. My goodness. I'm loving this. Obviously, this is going to make you go and pick up the ball, but you could probably use your hand as a shield. So let's try this kind of fidget. To me, I actually like fidgeting this way, putting things in and out. I have to say, this is probably better than the cat version that we tried. This is great. I'm gonna give this a solid 7.5. This is really good. Next here is called Fidget Flying Ball, but it also reminds me of a dice. So I guess you can add extra games when you're fidgeting with this. But the idea is that you squash it and launch it, and then it'll eventually land on a number, I guess. And if you want to pause, feel free to do so. They do have different game modes that you can do, multiplayer or single player. And then there's the last one down here. But in my case, I'm not interested in a game per se. I'm more interested in actually just the fidgeting aspect of it. Let's get you out and let's see what you do. Oh my goodness, that is a squash. 10, okay. 10, hang on. 7, 7. There you go, you have to use your entire palm. This is a 12, so we have a D12. 9. It's loud, it's obnoxious. You hear that? For your sake, we've lowered the volume quite a bit so that it doesn't hurt your ears. But it is quite obnoxious. I feel like if they made it out of a material that was quieter, maybe more fun to bounce, then yeah, I would like it. But for me, nope, not fidgeting with this ever again. I'm gonna give it a 2 on 10. I really like the dice idea, just not well executed. The crushing idea is fun though, but there, oops. There you go. No, not it. Let me know which ones of the fidgets that we tried today is your favorite, and do you think that it's worth getting the fake versions or the real versions? If you want to watch more fidget toys, make sure you click up here. If you want to watch more fidget toy reviews, make sure you click up here. If you want to catch something crafty, make sure you click down here. Until then, I will see you grains in the next video.